Hey, what's up, guys? Thanks for tuning in to the second episode of Pilosa Zoo. This is a collab between me, Rycie, Jash, and Lazz, and if you haven't seen episode 1 yet, go check it out on Rycie's channel. So, with me today are the ever so delightful art-shaped sensei Rycie. Say hello.
Hi guys, hello.
And the beam master Jash.
The what?
The beam master?
Beam?
Beam, like you like to build a lot of your structures with, with wooden beams and stuff.
I thought you said bean, like...
No, not beans.
I like to eat
the black
beans.
Bean master Jash.
What'd it do?
Unfortunately, Lazz couldn't make it today. He's very busy with his, his real life stuff. But that's all right. I mean, I think we, the three of us, will do a great job. Don't you think?
Yeah, that's why we have it raining. We're sad.
Yeah, it's a sad day.
But look at this view.
Oh my
Isn't
god.
that nice?
Like, I'm at peace if we just sit here for a minute.
It's really relaxing.
I could look at this all day. Seriously.
I love how even in like the background, like in real life, you just see like the heavier rain.
Yeah, it's like the fog, you know. It's the distance.
That looks
it's
great.
got
It's nice. And all those little puddles that you see on the path.
They're perfect.
Like, this is no new information to any of you guys who have been playing this game, but like, honestly, we keep being mesmerized by everything.
I think my favorite has to be the reflections. So like if you look at the zoo map sign in the background, you can kind of see it reflecting in a puddle.
Yeah.
That looks awesome.
Yeah, they really did a good job on this, and like other things on the game kind of irritate us, and like if you've been playing it
Majority of the things.
yeah, if you've been playing the game, you probably know all the ins and outs, but like still, the game looks so good, and it's still it grabs some points for me. So
No more frontier shade.
For show.
yeah, well, less a bit. I think we are still allowed to nag a bit.
We
There you
try
go,
to
yeah.
keep it to a minimum.
Yeah, exactly. So, last time we left you guys off with the delightful flamingo habitat, and since then there has been quite some work done. I tried to kind of creep into where we where we left off without showing too much. The most part of what is new is probably done by me and Rycie, right?
Yeah, I didn't have much to do with it.
But you changed the flamingo habitat around a little bit.
Yeah, a little change is the platform in the middle. Last time we noticed that like the slope going into it was way too steep. I even think there was a staircase in it, and we wanted to make it wheelchair accessible and like kind of FDA approved as far as we want to go with that.
Oh,
And I
and
feel
we
like
did
it
change
was-
it from going round to having this only one access to the middle of the
Yeah, it's kind of like a
habitat.
little, like
Yeah,
an island of
It's-
some
it's-
sort.
Yeah, it's more of a oval shaped rather than a complete circle, and it offers a bit more surface space, of course, and
In the previous one too, it kind of went down really close to the ground. So I mean, the flamingos
Oh,
could
yeah, that's
still
right.
walk underneath it, but it was really close to the ground.
yeah, the flamingos even barely could pass under it, I believe. So
Yeah.
that
And the
had to be
keepers
changed.
couldn't pass.
Right.
Sorry, the keepers couldn't pass underneath,
Yeah,
so that was really an
Yes.
issue.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like the keepers. Yeah.
and all the you see something in the background covered up really nicely. That's
Please
not
ignore it.
that's intentional.
Insert suspenseful music.
We will be looking at some other habitats that Rycie has added to the park. Maybe you could elaborate a bit on that before we get into it too deeply.
Oh yeah, I wanted to tell about the flamingo habitat.
Oh, right,
because,
okay.
I did find a lot of images online where the flamingos had built mud nests. Like really, they had built like mud towers
Yeah.
to build their nests into. But unfortunately, I couldn't really built that in game, I couldn't really replicate that because we don't have pieces small enough.
Yeah, no, we
What
tried
is
it with
still a-
we tried it with like the soil pieces, but they were like still a bit too big, weren't they?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have as you can see a lot of mud here.
Oh Jesus.
A lot of rocky
There's a guardrail there for a reason.
Yeah. It does.
because yeah, they would love that. Just
Bit of
you
muddy
know,
pools
have-
to
yeah.
step their
I
feet
love
around.
I love the gray little babies.
Yeah.
They would try to find their food there as well.
Yeah.
So he
So,
jolts off.
yeah.
Goodbye. All right. So, next thing I guess is the grand reveal of my restaurant.
The grand reveal.
Le grand reveal. I don't speak French.
Yeah.
Should we turn the rain off for it, or
Yeah,
we
I
wanna
think-
look at it
I
in
think
the
Oh
rain?
we-
yes.
I think
Yeah.
we'll make it sunny a bit.
As beautiful as the park or zoo looks in the rain, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're over the sad part now. Back to happy thoughts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's creep up on this side of the restaurant.
This is beautiful.
And a little seating area I made over here. Yeah, thanks.
Let me.
Oh, that's great.
Let me just say, I love the tiles that you did
Yeah,
here.
that's
I'm really
that's
happy
exactly what I was gonna say.
with how those turn out. It's like a bit Mediterranean kind of feeling, you know?
No, the colors you picked are great, and I love that they're not all the same color. You have some variations there.
Yep. Yes. Realism.
It's very realistic indeed.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, like you wouldn't. The tiles would be like kind of natural stone, you know, so they will
Yeah.
differ in color. So let's creep into the restaurant. Oh, there's still a bit of garbage there. Jesus fucking Christ.
Jerks.
Yeah, the janitors should be punished. We'll give them a pay decrease.
Oh, so you did a full interior in
Well,
here as well.
yeah. Well,
Or is it partial?
it's not really entirely done yet. I kind of wanted to get the basics and to get a feel of how I wanted to pursue or like further it.
So it's
So,
more like of a food court where you get your food and
Jesus.
then sit down.
Yeah. Don't mind
Don't
the
look at the
ceiling.
ceiling.
We have black mold.
Yeah.
It's not a problem.
Don't mention it. Don't sue
What is
us.
that? What's that silver thing?
This is This is a fruit cooler or like a I don't know, freezer. I don't know. There's like ice
Oh.
in it. It will
Yeah,
be
you
like
just grab like fresh fruit and stuff.
yeah, it's to keep stuff fresh, kind of. And I
Did
suppose
you use the ice inside?
yeah, there was one
That's
piece.
actually genius.
Oh, did you? Oh,
There was one piece that was exactly wide enough to fit in this.
That I'm totally stealing that.
And yeah, go for it, definitely. And I think, I have
good.
to keep shift on hold. I think, let me just quickly take a peek. Oh, yeah, I did add lights to the bottom. I forgot if I already did that.
Nice.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, that's cool.
I love the lights. I love the bowl lights you did in here.
So at a certain point, I will expand on this interior a bit. Like there are no trash cans and whatever. But
And
for
we might make some menus.
right, exactly. Oh yeah, that's a great job for you, Rycie. You can make you can make some menus and stuff, and maybe some
Oh,
I don't know,
sure.
some sculptures.
Use your art shape
Yeah.
sensei title
Yeah,
a little bit
exactly.
here. Flex it out a bit.
Yeah, I will.
Anyway, so
I'm an ass, you know.
yeah. Let's move on to the. Well, this will be like it will be like you get your food here, you order it, you get it, and then you will go to here to eat it. Like it will be sort of self-service type of
Like
deal.
like a market maybe, like a market.
Yeah,
market of
that
sorts.
kind of. Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. So
Okay.
you
I
just
take it.
get your first you get your food, and then you'll take a seat here. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
this
very,
is
very realistic. I think. I think most zoos and parks, in Germany anyway, would have it like that.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking like maybe it could be like a service restaurant, like where they come take your order and stuff. But like I don't know, it didn't really make the most sense, to be honest. And then
And a lot of American places are kind of starting to lean more towards that too, or at least I've noticed in Atlanta is like you'll have like a kind of like a general market area where you go and you can get fresh fruit or something, or you can order from a window or a stand, and then you go to a different room. What the heck? And you go to a different room to
I want
eat.
to get off the stairs. Oh, here we go. Oh, Jesus. Oh, yeah,
no,
come on.
I'm gonna fall.
Oh, no, almost. I'm on the edge. Yes.
Don't look down.
Oh,
I'm gonna freak out.
yes, I made it. All
Oh,
right, great.
there we go. Oh, let's
love
let's
these
see the
windows.
view from up here.
Oh, yeah.
Can you see the exhibit?
I'm not sure. I think you can peek from this corner. You can peek into it.
Oh, very cool.
And,
That is
Oh,
cool.
yeah, you can. Oh, that's so nice.
and I did this totally intentional, of course.
Yeah.
not lying.
Wink, wink.
And I think from this side, maybe if I can just climb over these. Oh, yeah, you see, you can, well, kind of.
Oh, that's a very nice
You'll have
view.
some views at least.
Yeah, it's cool.
And you have some green roof with some
Yeah, if
Hello,
I can,
plant.
if I can get it into frame in a good way. Yeah,
But Jordy's about to kill us. We're about to just like jump off of the banister. It feels like.
yeah. But yeah. So I was looking at again Edmonton Zoo. I think, like we mentioned in the last episode. I was looking at some of those buildings, and they had like these green roofs. I don't know what they are called, or what the official term is. But yeah, it's like
Was it like intentional?
Yeah, it's like
gardens
sort
up
of,
on the roof or something.
yeah, it's like a sort of environmentalistic approach.
Okay,
And like
that's
it
cool.
will collect water and stuff, and like imagine I haven't like made it. Maybe I'll add a bit of it later on, but like there will be some kind of system underneath it that will drain. I think the excess water. I think that's how it works in real life, at least.
Yeah, like a trough drain or something. maybe.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
So just imagine that being under.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna take the hassle to really make a whole structure that you can't even see. So.
Right. I agree.
So yeah, that was kind of to extend the kind of nature approach of course what Jesus, the nature approach of what zoos often have.
and also the solar panels, right?
Oh yeah, I don't
Because-
know who made those. I think I got them from the.
Josh did.
Oh really? Oh, I initially
And-
thought I got them from the workshop, but even better. Can I?
You did. I initially made them for Ruble for
First
Tivoli?
Tivoli Zoo.
Mm.
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know if he actually used them though, but I made them for Tivoli and then
Try to get a good glance at it, but I can't really. It won't
Yeah.
let me get through the window.
that's okay. we
Gadget
can
cam
look
It's
at
seems
it.
to
okay.
work a little better
We
than
can
I
see
think.
them from here.
Yeah, anyway, we'll show it later on when we do a little bird's eye view, I think.
Yeah, because
I love-
we
I love
are
the
a
little-
fairly modern zoo, right? So we
Yeah.
definitely have solar panels
Yeah, for sure.
power.
Yeah, we're down with leaving a minimal carbon footprint.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Or at least we try to.
We try to, yeah.
And so, like, this all here behind these windows is pretty much backstage. So I try to
Okay.
cover it in a sort of fancy way with these tarps.
Oh, that's
And it's-
clever.
it
I
like-
like that though. Yeah.
I tried first to completely obstruct the windows. But it was, I don't know, it became a bit too dark in here, as well as.
No, that's what I was gonna say. This is great because it
I
doesn't
think the sun,
detract from the
sun
natural
as
light.
well doesn't. It only pretty much comes to the back window here. So, yeah, I took in account that we have to like have the sun come in here. So, I made them like partially visible, and still I think it's fun. And in real life as well, you will sometimes get a look or a peek behind the scenes. So.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's get off these jaggedy stairs if we can. Oh, that's oh Jesus!
Ooh.
All right. Well, that was smoother than the first attempt. Anyway, so with the restaurant, I thought I make a sort of patio with it, and that
Mhm.
was more out of need than out of want, because the path that walks perpendicular to here, the sort of main path there. As you can see, it has a gradual slope downwards towards, well, that side of the zoo.
Downward slope, yeah. That's
And
me. I'm sorry.
yeah, no, I like it actually. I mean, it gives some more depth to everything. So this was kind of a outsticking platform, so I just transformed it into a kind of a patio. Is patio the right term? I think so, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, a little
Oh, I love
patio.
it. That's very nice.
And so I thought maybe exit it in just a bland path into the main path, but no, I made it a bit fancier, a sort of little garden to walk through.
And did you use the 2-meter path?
Yes, this is all, I think so at least.
It looks like it, yeah.
Yep.
That is crazy, dude. Oh, that must have taken forever.
Yeah, it was quite a struggle, you know, as, yeah, I'm not gonna show So let's just pan out of the restaurant area, and next we'll go to some works of Rycie. And you made a lovely habitat. And
I love
Yeah,
and
the
the
Pygmy
little
habitat. Yeah.
Da-da-da-da.
Da-da-da-da.
Look at their little fat selves.
Oh, there's a
Oh,
little
look
one.
at the tiny one.
Aw.
Oh my god. Oh.
So cute.
I just can't get over myself. He's so cute.
I wish they never grow up. Do they? They.
Yeah, I turned aging off.
Yeah.
So
I was
yeah.
about to say we have the 5 times slow aging.
Yeah,
They will
5
stay
times
babies
slow.
forever.
Yeah, I just thought which animal would fit well with the tapirs?
Yeah.
And I thought the pygmy habitats, pygmy hippos would fit well. And actually bought I bought the game for you and for Lazz, Jordi.
Oh yeah.
So you guys could have the game saved, because I didn't realize they were
Oh
part
yeah,
of
the expansion indeed.
the deluxe edition.
Yeah, exactly. We had a problem
Oh,
there.
really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we Lazz and
I did not know that.
Lazz and I couldn't save the file, and I was like, what is this? Like I wasn't aware of there being a deluxe edition to begin with, and I was like,
Neither was I. I just got it for
yeah,
some reason.
nobody was, and like you were the only one.
Well, I knew that you had to have I think you had to purchase the deluxe in order to get the beta. Is that right?
Oh,
I'm not
is
sure.
it?
I don't
Oh,
know.
that
to be
might
honest.
be it though. Yeah.
But I mean, I didn't realize that something as simple as a freaking hippo wasn't included in the base game. That's kind of whack.
Yeah, and so we kind of spazzed out at that moment. Like we can't save the game. We didn't know why, and like
This path is awesome though.
yeah, this is a nice. I think it's a nice wrap around the habitats here, and kind of a nice path to just walk. Well, what happened to the glass?
Oh.
Yeah, that's weird.
It's now invisible anyway. Yeah, it's pretty cozy with like the plants all
Yeah,
creeps up.
I mean,
and
it's
next to
very-
it.
Yeah, it kind of pulls you in,
What the
but
hell is
doesn't
going-
take away from. I don't know. That's weird.
Yeah.
What I was saying, I guess, is I like that it looks nice, but it doesn't take your eyes away from the exhibits to the right.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good point indeed. It's like it's not too. It doesn't really catch your eye too much. It's like it's there,
very
but it's like
natural.
yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
But yeah, I did want to make the habitat very lush. And I wanted to make this little waterfall feature for them because I thought we have this path that is kind of above the habitat. So I did wanted to have this little feature of the waterfall to draw your eyes into the habitat and just give these guys a bit more excitement because it was just this little pond that they have and it felt a little empty. But yeah, as I was talking to you guys before, I think we need to expand the little Pygmy house. I think it's too small.
All right, yeah.
Make it a little bit larger.
Yeah, it seems a bit cramped for like 4 animals.
It doesn't need to be much bigger though, so
I don't
it shouldn't
think
be
so,
too. It shouldn't be too hard.
Maybe have a little stable.
Yeah, off to the back, maybe, or like elsewhere in the habitat we can, where they at least can rest for a bit. Maybe it wouldn't be like the primary feeding station or or trough or whatever, but like just a place for them to rest.
Yeah,
I think space-wise though, the actual exhibit is probably perfect size for them.
It's pretty big, to be honest. So, we have another nook to show right over here.
Which is
make it
actually one of my favorite nooks.
Yeah, I really like this.
This is great.
It's like sort of secret area, you know. It's a bit secluded from. Well, it's secluded from the rest of the park.
This water feature, I love this water feature here.
I almost ran by it.
Walked right past it.
I don't care. Oh, no.
Oh. No peek.
I just want to zoom out. Okay, thank you. Yeah, so this was, I don't know what this was before I made it into this water, kind of waterfall thing.
Just rocks.
I think it was, it was just rocks and a wall. And I was just, I don't really, this doesn't really have like a idea behind it or something. I was just bored and I thought of maybe some water. And it worked out pretty nicely, if I say so myself.
Yeah, no, it's perfect here.
Yeah, that's a nice little sort of moving stuff.
And it's a very cheap feature as well.
Yeah, that indeed. Yeah. This would be fake rock, I guess, in the first place.
Yeah,
so
totally.
Yeah, for
this
sure.
would just be, it would just be a cheap water feature. And
now, if you're looking from the other side of the exhibit, like where the restaurant is, can you see this little spot that we're in right now, or is it only if you like walk back here on this back portion of the trail?
Well, I think it isn't visible from anywhere apart from like the top,
maybe there.
The top deck.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's almost like this is. I do like how secluded this little cutout is. So this is you can actually see two exhibits here.
I really like how you made this.
You see the pygmy hippos. What's to the left?
To the left,
the tapirs.
There are deers.
the tapir. The
deer. The deer, Josh.
Let me change the sun. It's a bit. It's kind of. That's a little bit better.
Oh, there you go.
Oh yeah, that's
Wait,
nice.
I want it to be. Oh no. Oh yeah, like. Let's see if we can find them. Maybe. Oh no,
yes,
there's one.
Deer. Oh, there's one.
Oh, the whole family
there's
is
a
here.
baby.
Oh, look.
Okay,
Look
to be fair, the reason.
Oh my god.
To be fair, the reason that I thought this was a deer is because I saw the baby first.
Yeah, no,
and baby deer have spots and stuff. So I was like, oh, it's a deer, and you guys were like, it's a tapir.
I will cut you some slack for that.
But they have a very lush habitat as well. So I made sure to include some palm trees and lots of elephant grass and some apple mangroves as well.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, they have this huge water area because they love to swim, as we just saw.
Mm-hmm.
And from the other side, you can see we have this underwater viewing area.
Is that one-sided glass over there too?
Yes.
Okay, so there's like a section down there.
So here's the other side.
Ah.
Oh look, they're all taking a swim.
That looks really awesome.
And we have a rogue
Ugh.
path.
Don't even get me started on the pathing.
Please.
Yeah,
Let's
this is
not,
probably.
I think
I bet you.
I think
can't.
it's all been said at this point.
Yeah. We're not even gonna. Oh Jesus.
And it feels so quiet. It feels like a really secluded area where you could just
Yeah.
sit down and watch the animals, and it's really there's some sort of silence. Even
Yeah, it's just
though,
really tranquil.
we're in the middle of the zoo. Yeah, tranquil.
Tranquil
exactly.
is a good word. I
That's
was
a
thinking
good word.
serendipity, but I'm like, maybe not that.
Oh, and then we have the staff area here underneath the path. We
Yeah,
don't have
that's-
to show it because it's
No, I'll just
only
I'll just
only
creep
good
up in here.
from outside.
Yeah.
But yeah, you would have all the animal stuff. We have keeper huts in there, and we have all the stables in there.
Yeah,
So
you
it's
have.
all tucked underneath the path.
Yeah, you have weaved that
way out of
together
sight.
really nicely. That's like a maze of stuff.
That what all does that connect to?
Oh, that connects to the flamingo habitat.
Oh, cool. So you got the flamingos,
We have the
the tapir.
flamingo, the tapir, and then the animal of the next habitat, which will most likely be the okapi.
Okay.
There's really nothing in there.
No,
But we'll have this conjunction of habitats underneath the path here,
Okay. Cool.
which I thought would make sense to have one one staff area all together for these 3 habitats here. I hope it makes sense size-wise, because I think it's fairly small, but it's still
Yeah.
a game, and
we'll let the experts
I hope
again.
it makes sense.
We'll let the experts in the comment section judge us about that.
Yeah, please, guys.
Yeah,
you need to
we always
comment.
appreciate constructive criticism.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you are a zoo engineer and you have built zoos all your life, please let us know.
Call us.
But you get a really
Oh.
nice view from up here, from the tapir habitat, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And eventually, when we
There's-
open up this, it will also have a nice gander into this habitat that is
Yeah.
still a secret.
This little cutout in the path gives you a view of the habitat that you can only see from here, like to the left of the staff building,
I'm sorry.
right here.
Oh,
Like if you're looking right here.
wait.
No, behind you. Right there. To the left.
The
Right
delay
there.
is too okay.
I feel like because you really can't see this portion of it from anywhere else, so it's like unless you come up here, you kind of get a special view of the habitat too.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, this is like the highest point of this entire area, or like the entrance sort of area.
So, yeah, should we take a look at the backstage area that you built,
I was
Jordi?
about to say we have that still to show off. And this is also still a nice grown in funnel to the main path.
And oh my god. Do
I
I
know what
just
Rycie's favorite
spot...
part is.
I'm shocked. Go back. Beep, beep, beep. That
Come on,
is
brutes.
my favorite area ever. Look at that detail here. The root
that's
that
cool.
lifted up the curb here. That is insane, Jordi. I love that detail so much.
Eat your heart out, Mike and John.
Well, I have to give John, I think, some credit. I mean,
No, Mike.
Oh,
will
was
love
it
that.
Mike? yeah, no, but like one of them, I think it was John actually, did this before in Planet Coaster, I believe. In No Name Land,
I
yeah,
remember
he
that.
did some of this as well, and the path was already fudged up as it was, and I was building the curb, and I was like, am I gonna fix the path? And I was, oh wait. I remember, just make it look intentional, and I just the tree was already in place. More
Oh,
or
and
less.
duct
That
tape,
might actually be the
forum
most jank
did
detail.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
it
most,
is.
this is the most jank thus far. We will add more jank to come.
I love it so much. This is my favorite space now. My favorite little.
We'll name this Rycie's Plaza.
We
A
have
super
the
bear.
back of the stroller ranch over
Yes, it's
Yeah,
still
we
a bit
haven't done anything with it yet.
still a
so.
bit bland. It will
Yeah.
be niced up by Josh.
here. Eh.
I think Rycie gets her hands on it before I
Yeah,
can.
we'll
We'll
see.
see. We'll see.
So,
Oh, but let us stop here real quick. Is that a face painting station? Oh, a
Yes.
caricature.
yeah, it's
Caricature.
it's
Caricature. I don't know how to spell it.
Caricature.
I'm sorry, guys.
yes.
This is
it's,
cool, though.
It's more of
And
a
totally something that you would see.
yeah. I don't
In
know.
a zoo for sure.
I think so, right? I kind of
Oh,
I
yeah.
did this before in Planet Coaster, and so I kind of replicated my own idea over this game.
Is that an outlet
yep.
detail?
Some guys in Bro Nation
Nice.
will be happy with this.
Oh yeah.
I hate that the at least the rope is not recolorable, or we don't really have any suitable cables yet. So, well, this
Yeah.
will do for now. And I made a little POS system, little touchscreen cashier.
Oh, that's
Or,
funny.
cash
That's
register.
insane. I love it
And
so much.
yeah, this is just it's pretty much just a thing to make this open area a bit more, well, not so open, bit more interesting. And yeah, like you said, this would be a thing that like would be done in real zoos as well, I think. And maybe we can
Oh, totally. Yeah.
make one as a face painting station for kids. We can like
Yeah.
edit it a bit.
Get your face painted
Yeah.
to look like a lion.
Yeah, exactly. So, le backstage. We'll take a look through this pretty gate. That's something I don't say often. What a pretty gate. And let's do some magic on this. Oh,
Oh, nice.
the big
Card
reveal.
access only.
How awesome. Oh no, can I?
That's very
Oh no,
nice.
where do I? It's going wrong already. All right.
It's fine.
We'll fix that in post. So we'll take a look in the backstage. Well, at this point, the main backstage still. We have like you saw before, we have a little backstage behind the restaurant. But this is like the main, the main one. This has
Yeah.
the biggest entry as well.
And it's the backstage of the Veterinary Medical Center.
Oh yes,
on
that's
the right
too.
there.
Well, yeah. How could I skip
Yeah,
that?
so just to get
oh.
orientated, it's on the outside of the main.
Yeah, so the plaza,
plaza.
yeah, indeed, the entry plaza will be exactly opposed to the side of this building.
Mhm.
And yeah, you did a great job with having this like. Oh, well, don't. Okay, we'll skip that one. Yeah, you did a really nice job of having this like visual here. And,
Yeah, it's
the
a
same,
nice
like the same you did on the insides,
frontier.
right? So
Yeah, okay.
yeah, that's really nice.
Yeah, these are cool.
And then we have some bigger facility doors over here to get some truckloads of whatever in here.
Yeah, if you have elephants or something that you need to get operated on.
Yeah, exactly.
You definitely need the bigger
Right.
doors.
And so these are, I'm not sure what these are, like it's just sort of main staff facilities. Maybe it's like a workshop kind of deal.
Or even management.
Yeah,
style
yeah,
buildings,
that's
right? You would
yeah,
have
exactly.
these as well.
We don't really have that yet. Like maybe at the entry plaza we have the welcome center. Maybe like an upper floor of that could also serve as a office building or office space. But like these probably wouldn't be sort of main stuff. And they are, I kept them pretty low to the ground. I didn't want them to interfere too much with the path that lays behind here. And well, the
Yeah,
wall.
you don't want to interfere with the sidelines.
Yeah,
too
exactly.
much.
I mean, if you walk on the path, we will get there in a short bit. And you look up, you don't really notice these buildings too much.
Mhm.
And this cover here, I don't know if this is something that they do in zoos. It's a bit oddly placed. It's also in a bit of a weird corner. I think I will reposition it at some point. But like this would be for maybe animal food that's just sort of dry storage kind of deal.
Yeah, animal the habitat ground coverage.
Yeah, exactly,
like
indeed.
hay or pine straw
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah, exactly.
We
And
don't
then we
really-
have
We don't really have a nice texture for like in a. Do we have? Yeah, we don't have. Oh no. I'm just gonna do the rest out of Tagit.
Who are we gonna kill next?
Yeah.
But yeah, it works. I think it
Yeah.
works perfectly fine as dirt here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's
That's
all
good.
just suggestive. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Of
And then we
course.
have a staff gate leading out to
Yes.
the. Wait, there's another staff gate on the right here leading out to
Oh,
the
right.
parking lot area,
yeah,
right?
we'll get there indeed as well. This is like the main entrance for vehicles to enter the backstage. Also on the other side of the park we have a little gate for that backlot part. Well, this is still in the works, as you can see.
Yeah, that's definitely not done at all.
But yeah, this is the main entrance where the animals and such will be brought in the zoo. And to this side of the park or of the of the backlot, we made. I don't know.
This is something.
Yeah.
I don't think I've really seen anything like this in anyone's project yet.
I'm not sure either, and I don't know again who came up with this. It might have been me, it might have been Rycie. But anyway, someone came up with the idea of having like staff overnight facilities.
I think it was you, Jordi.
Oh well, I'll give myself credit then. So we wanted to have the veterinaries and stuff be on site 24/7, or at least some of them. And
Yeah, because this
Yeah,
is
maybe you have like a
a
rotational on-call
Yeah.
type situation.
yeah, and this is a zoo in the countryside, so it would totally make sense for the veterinary staff to be on site.
exactly, like it would be quite a distance away from the nearest like animal hospital outside of this park. So yeah, it would make sense to have some staff members overnight here. So I kind of took some inspiration from Center Parks, which is like a European kind of franchise of bungalow parks, and they all also always have a indoor swimming pool or like a subtropic swimming pool with them, and they always have like these cute little bungalows, which I took inspiration from one of the first center parks I just could find on the internet, to be honest.
And one thing too that I just kind of thought of is if we're keeping in mind that this was previously like a national park or something like that, maybe these existed previously as like little rental bungalows before it was converted into a zoo or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And they just converted it to like a staffing bungalow for the on-call
Yeah,
pets
exactly.
or something.
Yeah, because like this would have been from sort of a landlord kind of hunter type of deal, and maybe this would be sort of a friends and family stay over type of area.
Oh, they look so realistic. It just feels like you're there. It's amazing.
Yeah, it was like I didn't want to go too crazy on these, even though that didn't really pan out too well. At least I tried to make the outside pretty boring, which is pretty realistic, to be honest.
Yeah, totally. They're very fancy. Still.
yeah. For it to be boring, it's still quite interesting to look at for the most part. So let's take a gander inside. And I made it. I didn't really base this off anything. I just channeled my my inner Sims player that I used to be 10 years ago, and it was really fun to do. Really.
I think it was. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, go on.
I think it was your first comment, Jash, right? Saying that is this Sims? Josh, we can't hear you.
Josh, did we lose Josh?
No, I'm here. Sorry.
Josh wanted a couch,
Yes, I
so
want the
Josh got a
couch.
couch.
So, where was I going with this? Oh, right. So,
This little kitchenette's cool too.
what?
The kitchenette with like the little stovetop and the.
Oh yeah, it was
microwave
already
and all that.
finicky to do, but like it's really fun to have like a really small tight area to work with and try to make all kinds of little details. Yeah, it's a real different thing than what I usually do is like the big buildings and stuff like that. It was fun to do. And we have also a bed. Oh,
Oh, that's
really
so
cozy.
nice.
The
Oh, the duvet! You even put the duvet! Oh my god, that's so sweet. That's so cute. I love it. It looks very realistic. I don't think they would have any street lights here, so it's very realistic that they would light the area up with their
yeah.
Little porch light or
porch
whatever.
lights. Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
and like maybe some path lights and low lights could be added some point, but I think it's pretty okay now. This is kind of one branch.
Ooh.
Ooh, very nice, niche. This is kind of the a branch of the main path. Like here, this is the entrance, and this will be like pretty much one of two ways people will go instinctively, I guess. So
Yeah. So like if you took a left to when you first came in the zoo, if you
yeah,
took a left,
it's like
if you loop around the zoo, you would come out this way,
yeah,
or vice versa.
exactly. We kind of made this like the end of this walkway is again connected to all the way around there, going to the restaurants and such.
Yeah.
So this wall is what I was talking about. It kind of, it obstructs the backstage, and the roofs only like peek above it a tiny bit if you walk here. So it's really, you don't really see it. And then I
It
added
feels-
some,
Yeah, this wall is very minimal.
yeah, well, very,
Like we care, but we don't. really
yeah,
care.
yeah, exactly.
We want to make it pretty,
It's like,
but we don't want to spend a tremendous amount of money. on
yeah.
it.
It feels realistic, to be honest.
It is, and I love the little uplights on it too.
Yeah, that was also a thing. Like at first, it was just too dark, in my opinion, and I was like, well, what's cheap and add some fanciness to it. Well,
It's
this.
perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cheap. Yeah, we have some cheap bushes and
Yeah, it's just mostly
trees
shrubbery
and lights
and the
and
what are
very
these called
cheap
again?
concrete.
Oh, yeah, the custard apples.
Yeah.
And just here I had like a sort of nook that was unpaved to begin with, and I first filled it up with path, but like it made no sense to have like a sort of bulge in here. I placed some benches and stuff, but it was a bit boring, so I got rid of that, and I saw these elephants in the scenery or whatever the building menu, and we already had them in the entry plaza, so I thought, yeah, let's do a little water feature as well here with the elephants to kind of drag that into here.
It's perfect. I love the playfulness of the water area here. It's I can just imagine kids running through that
Yeah,
and
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah,
too.
totally.
sticking their feet into there
Yeah,
and their
totally.
hands and running around.
Yeah, it turned out
It
pretty
feels
nice.
very cozy and feels like a place to rest. Even though it is very near the entrance plaza, it feels secluded somehow.
I know sometimes like when you when you first get into a theme park or a zoo, or even just like a regular park for that matter, as soon as you get in, like you're in, and you want to kind of take a moment to, especially if you have kids, to kind of stop, make sure you didn't forget anybody.
True.
You've collected all of your stuff, and
also
like, hey, we're in here now. You need to calm down. I feel like this is that area. So.
And also, like on your way out, you also most likely will come across here.
Yeah.
So yes. So this is the path that's connected to the other side where we came from. But again, here is the enclosed habitat in the distance. But this is not really. There's really nothing here to show. So we won't.
So is this the end of the road?
Yeah, this kind of wraps up this
For now?
episode for now.
I have an idea for something to kind of start to segue into this area, so I'm happy to do it.
Okay, awesome. Then you will be the chosen candidate. Yeah, so Rycie, any future plans or brain chronicles you have thought of?
Oh, well, somebody mentioned in our last video that if you want to bring the branding, the Pilosa branding, which is our 3 colors, we actually want to scatter them around the zoo a lot more than we have right now. So I have the plan to do that. So I need to adjust the info boards that I did up until now.
Oh, right. Yeah.
That'll be a cool little way to tie it in.
I want to work on the okapi habitat, which was closed off today.
Oh yeah. Well. Here's the big reveal then.
Maybe it's not okapi. Maybe it's something
knows?
else. I don't
Just
know.
bleep it out.
Maybe it's giraffes. Who knows?
Yeah.
It's
so
giraffes.
it will be
Giraffes
some
and
kind of
hippos.
habitat for sure. And yeah. And Jordi, what are your plans?
What am I gonna do? Yeah, I'm not sure. I've been playing a lot of Planet Coaster the last couple of days as well, so I'm eager to jump back in here for a while to do some look arounds and maybe do some blueprints and stuff.
Little Six Flags cheese fest.
Yeah, Six Flags cheese, queso fiesta. We might get a series up on that too on YouTube. We're not sure yet. It's a collaborative effort between me and Jash. Well, if we do, you'll definitely will notice. But yeah, I think I will mostly do some cleaning up here and there, like some, for instance, like curbing and just. Making stuff, tidy up nooks and crannies here and there.
Parking lots.
Oh yeah, the parking lots.
No.
We got some.
Dun.
We got some nice comments about that and some nice discussions.
Parking Gate 2020.
Yeah, Parking Gate. And yeah, we had some nice back and forth with Ruble. Or at least Rycie, you did. I was more of a bystander.
Same.
But we both sides have really
involved.
valid points, and we're definitely gonna take those things in consideration and at least expand the existing parking lot. Will stay unpaved. We have made a decision. It will stay unpaved.
Ooh.
At least.
Yes.
And
At least the main one. Yeah,
We'll
and
have a
I
second one.
please don't be too triggered, Ruble.
Yeah, Ruble.
We love you.
We love you.
All our American
We love you and we
friends.
respect you, but it's staying
Anyway,
unpaved.
Please
all
feel
our-
free to do something in this park at some point.
Yeah.
You are very
Unpave it yourself,
welcome.
bro.
All right, guys. Thank you for watching and thank you for joining us this episode. And hopefully we'll see you next time. I'm iDro.
And this was Rycie.
And Josh, take care.
Bye, guys.
Bye.